Welcome to yet another tutorial for ScreenMonkey, the multimedia presentation program written by software designer Oliver Waits. My name is Raymond Jones, and today we are going to be looking at the Live Monitor, a tool for seeing and controlling a clip currently displaying in your show. This is the focus of this training, but if you stay tuned, we'll also be covering some hints on personalizing main window layouts. Let's jump right into learning about the Live Monitor. As you can see, I have ScreenMonkey's main window pulled up here. Inside of it are the dashboard, where clips are loaded and executed, and the layers dashboard, a control center for manipulating clips in their respective layers. I recommend that you understand the dashboard and the layers dashboard thoroughly in order to have the best performance edge with ScreenMonkey. You can look at previous tutorials or read in the help file that comes with ScreenMonkey to be best equipped. So, back to the Live Monitor window. To access the Live Monitor window, click on the Live Monitor button that is at the top right of ScreenMonkey's main window. It is the button with the eye icon on it. Here we have the Live Monitor window. Just like the layers dashboard, the Live Monitor can be docked into ScreenMonkey's main window. Before we do that, however, I want to show you some of the configuration options of the Live Monitor window itself. Note that there are 3 tabs in the Live Monitor window. These correspond to the 3 layers that ScreenMonkey can function in. With layers in ScreenMonkey, you can play up to 3 clips simultaneously. The Live Monitor allows you to toggle between these layers in a presentation so that you can see what each clip is playing in its respective layer. The Live Monitor window can be configured, however, so that you can see all 3 layers at once. There are many different configurations that may accommodate what you want. So I recommend that you play around with the different designs until you find something that accommodates your work best. Why don't we look at some of the potential layout options so that we can see the power of the Live Monitor. Now, one option is the tabbed in one window. This is what you're seeing now. Each layer is tabbed in its own window. Each tab can be moved in order to create a different design. This changes the layer order in your control center. However, it does not change the layer order in your presentation. Keep this in mind. So I can take layer 1 back in its place and have them tabbed layers 1, layer 2, layer 3. Now, a second option is that you can separate layers into their own windows. This is one way that you can see all the layers at the same time. How do you do that? Well, if you simply grab one of the layers and then drag it into a space on its own, grab the tab and pull it out, and then let go, it will become its own window. So let's separate layer 2 into its own window, and you can position these on the screen however you would like them. Now, what if you want something that's a little more gathered so that you can work with them together? Well, maybe you want to consider the split window option. An easy way to make this pattern is to first separate each layer into its own window, like we've done here. And then you want to redock 2 of the layers into one. Now remember, when docking, you grab the top of the window border with your mouse pointer, click and hold, and then drag the window, moving it to the destination that you want. In this case, I want to take layer 1, and I'm going to place it inside of layer 3. In doing so, you'll notice that there are some icons that come up, and if I bring my mouse pointer to the icon where I'd like to position it, I will get a little silhouette showing me what the configuration will look like when I release my mouse button. So now I have layer 1 of the Live Monitor, and I'm placing it inside of layer 3. When I release my mouse button, now I have a split window. This gives me layer 1 at the top and layer 3 at the bottom. Then, by grabbing and holding on layer 2, I can bring it to join layers if I can get this to cooperate. Okay, that's not exactly the configuration that I wanted. So you just play around with it until you get it how you want it. And the borders between the layers can be dragged in order to rearrange the window exactly as you want it. So here you have a split window option. Each of the windows are merged into one tab. Now, we've looked at a tabbed window option, we've looked at separating the windows independent of each other, and we've also looked at a split window option. Every one of these options can be integrated into the main window of ScreenMonkey. In order to do this, work out the configuration that you want, either separating them out into separate windows or bringing them, as I have here, into a split window fashion, and then insert into ScreenMonkey's main window. So to do that, in this case, I'll give you a hint. Since I'm going to put a split window option into the main window, then the first thing I'm going to do is close the Layers dashboard. Then I'm going to grab my split window of the live monitor and insert it on the right. Now this will give me a configuration that has all three monitors that I can see on the right-hand side and my dashboard on the left. Now I reintroduce the Layers dashboard and dock it into the upper portion on the left. And there I have my Layers dashboard where I can see it. I have the dashboard where I'm loading and executing my clips. And then I have the live monitor layers in a split window. Layer 1, Layer 2, and Layer 3. Now there are a myriad of positions and patterns that you could choose for the situation in which you're presenting. I want to show you some of the configurations that I have designed for the specific purpose of this tutorial. In this layout, I have each live monitor in its own position. Maybe you have certain projectors in certain places or displays in different rooms, and this would be a good layout for you. Another option is the split panel option that I showed just a few seconds ago. And then another is that you can have a three-panel view where you have the Layers dashboard, at the top, the dashboard for loading clips, and then you have the live monitor here, and it's three tabs. Tab 1 is Layer 1, Tab 2 is Layer 2, and Tab 3 is Layer 3. So what I recommend is experiment around. There may be other options that haven't even been covered in this tutorial. I'm sure that there are other patterns and designs that may fit you well. And so I suggest that you get started building some of your favorite ideas, and you might find a configuration that works really well in your setting.